am I slating? Wait, our mic's not plugged in. Oh. Okay. I figured out when you pointed it, you didn't need to... Don't do that. Okay then. What's up, guys? You know what? So you see that I can grab that stool right there, and you can. Oh, we're still working on that, right? Okay, got it. Hey guys, I'll be able to participate in chat interaction momentarily. Thank you for your patience. So I'm not one to like jump into the whole cancel culture myself quickly without, considering the repercussions of such. That being said, regretfully, I've decided to cancel my Ipsy subscription. Why? Well, for those of you who do not know, Ipsy is a subscription-based makeup service, and you get, I want to say, like 5 or so products in like a little makeup bag every month for like about $10, probably 12, 13 with tax and shipping, whatever the F. Anyways, so I'd used this service on and off for years. It was a really great company when it first started. Now they've become so big that they just cannot be bothered with certain things like missing orders or unreceived packages. I want to say for like 9 months, give or take, no, about 9 months, I have not received any of my packages, and I am still being charged for them. So I go about their whatever to reach a customer service representative to try to see if there's any way I could get those packages replaced or a refund. And no matter what, I ultimately decided to cancel. I do have enough makeup as is. So, like, not only am I not getting the packages anymore, I just don't really need the service. Like, I actually have more makeup than I know what to do with. So, I try to go about it, and a customer service representative emails me back finally. And I've been trying to deal with this issue for quite a few months. They basically say, okay, well, we can't give you the packages because those are out of stock. Okay, that I understand. And I guess you have like 45 days, FYI, ladies, to complain, hey, I didn't get a package, and within that time period, you could possibly get a refund or another package sent to you. Granted, it's still in stock. So I don't know if they're trying to tell me, like, okay, well, despite the fact that you've attempted to remedy this in the past, I'm not sure because I don't want to, like, assume, because I asked to speak to someone higher up, knowing that whoever I was emailing directly is not the one creating these policies, just simply enforcing them. So I'm like, hey, is there anyone else like I can talk to about this? Because like I remember when this was a really great company, and I know losing one subscriber probably doesn't mean anything to you, but whatever. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that. I'm hoping they do the right thing, because like, I mean, yeah, $13 is not a lot, but times that by like 9 months kind of adds up. It's like over $100. So also, I'm not sure what you guys are seeing. I don't know if you're watching this on a phone or a TV. Maybe you've got a smart TV or a state-of-the-art, super high megapixel 4K monitor. I hope to God you're not on the 4 chemical burn. This is it, not this. But So I want to be really careful to say it's this Malin and Goatees. Like, I don't believe I've used any of their other products, which, by the way, this was included in an Ipsy thing a while back, I want to say. Anyways, where was my point? Oh, yeah. So, like, I washed my face, and fun. Did we lose it?
Mm-mm.
Did you just make that green to hide my hideousness? I'm, like, super insecure that I can't wear foundation today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, actually, green cancels out the red. If you want to have, like, I'll just do this. I'm gonna have like a slight green.
Yeah, red, isolated, and enhanced.
No, do not enhance red.
Perfect.
Do not. Anyways, the skin around your eyes, guys, is going to be the thinnest skin on your body. So that area is very delicate. And anytime you're trying a new product, okay, nobody does a spot treatment. I'm going to explain to you what a spot treatment or a spot test is. If you're prone to skin allergies, reactions, this is something you might want to employ. I normally am not, so this kind of took me back, you guys. You turn the red. I'm gonna laser you. That's not cool, man. Okay, can we do something about the chat situation, guys? I'm unable to see chat. Just maybe. Or you know what I should do, actually. Well, okay, I can do the red laser, even though it's not high frequency light. Kind of handle the zit a little bit. But there's nothing I can do about the chemical burn. Actually, I want to, well, red and ultraviolet would be okay. Definitely not for the chemical burn. In fact, ultraviolet can cause chemical burn. But this, which doesn't really have the ingredients listed, and I'm not, this is not a continued like smear cane of Ipsy. I'm just kind of explaining what happened. A terrible person, Alex F. A terrible, terrible person. Okay, let's see.
There's literally no one behind the camera.
There's no one behind the camera. Oh, yeah, actually, there's not. The camera's just kind of standing there on a tripod, which I hope, are all the screws on that tripod? Like, I will straight up cry if something happens to that camera. Anyways, no, the individual you're referring to is off to my right, which brings me to my next question, guys. We're going to play a game. You are a vampire. However, your kryptonite is not going to be garlic or silver bullets or whatever you kill vampires with. Your kryptonite is the object to your right. What is it? Mine is Simp 1. What is yours? Yeah, whatever's to your right. Pillows? No, it can't be pillows. Are you telling me to give up my pillow life? Phones? No. Okay, if we're going to play that, it's technically the pillow is the closest thing to my right. So I live forever and I can't have fucking pillows?
Are you talking to me?
Ryan, you're a Ryan. So first of all, I'm just going to not entertain those statements. No offense to Ryans. Actually, I take that back. I mean what I say. I've dated 4 of them. Incrementally, serially, one after the other. And if I know anything about Ryans, they're not the match for me. I cannot take what they say seriously. I have a habitual example after example of Ryan. What would you call like the thought school of Ryan's? Whatever. The Ryan philosophy. We'll go with that. I have been very, very, I don't even want to say exposed. I want to say like engulfed, entrenched, almost converted, you know, in a cult-like way. So when Orion comes to me to troll me, I can't really pay it much mind because I know the ways of the Ryans. I just personally, I mean, I don't, sometimes I am very, very much discriminating from now on of the Ryans. It's a 4-letter word, that's all I'm saying. It's a 4-letter word. Question. So, what was the name of the game we wanted to play?
Real Lives.
Real Lives. Okay, we're unable to do that. I don't think we were able to find a substitute thing that may work, right?
No.
So we literally don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Which I'm not blaming anyone in this room for.
She's blaming Nikki.
What?
You saying something about Nikki and cats, and so you couldn't do it?
Literally, I said nothing about Nikki and cats.
Whatever.
Alistair wants to play at Nikki's tomorrow. Shout out to Nikki. And he wants to bring the kittens. And I think, you know, I'm not going to just show up to my girlfriend's house with like 4 kittens.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not cool.
Right.
So she said he may bring 1. and tell him that it's my fault so he doesn't whine and give you a hard time. So we
Right.
agreed that was a like perfect plan. So that's what we're doing.
Nikki's fault.
So
Like you
literally
said.
this was a like 30-second text message to confirm, and I do not believe it is entirely Nikki's fault, the ill preparedness of today's show.
I don't know what you said.
Well, first of all, I said I'm not saying it's anyone in this room.
Right.
And she's not in this room.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, this is kind of hot. Did I just flash everyone? Luckily, I decided to wear underwear today. Okay. So. Oh, guys. So we were talking about yesterday how I saw an opportunity with the whole cancel Netflix noise, which I support 100%. However, what are the stocks on it today? I bet you it's really getting close to that 1,000 mark again. Over the weekend, Netflix lost $8 billion in stock due to the association with the movie Cuties. There has been so much attention on this film. I personally refuse to watch it. I'm pretty disgusted by it. And based on other people's reviews, I've concluded that I do not need to see it to further understand how terrible it is. Well, you know what they say, good or bad press is still press. Well, something like that. That is more or less the sentiment of the idea. Okay, so with all the attention, because the point that I'm making here is that it's attention, whether it's good or bad, is almost irrelevant to how much attention one particular thing can pique pop culture interest. So because of all this talk about cancel culture, cancel Netflix, and being centered around this film Cuties, it is number 8. This film is currently number 8. So good job, guys. Since we're still giving it so much attention, why not make money off the situation and buy your stock in Netflix? Do we know what the stock is currently? Is that what you looked up in screenshot?
Yeah.
Okay. Are we both lovers? No. I do not shit where I eat. Thank you
What's going on?
for asking. No, well, chat.
What?
And I kind of squinted and I saw that comment and I just thought I would, go on record on that.
Oh.
Well, you're a simp by nature, by definition. You cannot do that. So, next question. Okay, you know what? I think, because I do have 2 phones.
Oh, yeah.
So I feel like I could just pull up, maybe on one of the phones here, chat somewhere. Maybe, which one do you think has the least delay? Also, guys, I saw a comment about delay early on. Let me know if you're still, if that's still happening.
I fixed the audio.
Oh, you did? Okay. Thank you for that memo. I guess I'll check it out on YouTube. And let me mute this bitch right now. Oh, we didn't change the title either, but that's my bad. Okay, so the Woo Flu. Tell me about this S Club gym stock and why you believe it is going to blow up today, of all days. Now, I will be honest. Today, I was kind of in my own little world, so I'm actually out of the loop as far as what has happened in the news world and anything other than my immediate vicinity. Also, if you are just trying to, give that some attention, that's okay too. It just kind of piqued my interest. Hello, Del Rey. 90s Courtney Love. Okay, I could totally see how that is the vibe you're getting today. I get it. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm trying to remember if that was like her good times when she was like, kind of like, what did they call that? Like a heroin chic look? Or if she ever had a good look. I'm not being a hater. Honestly, I'm not. But I'm just.
I thought she was grunge.
Right. Well, she is grunge. But do you know? Grunge inspired a fashion look for a small time period that was called heroin chic, and it infiltrated the fashion industry. So grunge made it cool originally, but I'm wondering if maybe that was like her heyday, because that's a little. I was very, very, very small to be aware of that at the time. Whatever, I'll take it. Because we are okay. What's the stock number currently today? Right now, yesterday it was about 500.
No, it's down 5 points to 476.
Okay, guys, it has not broke the $1,000 mark yet. I'm telling you. Here's my forecast, my predictions. So, like I said, over last weekend, Netflix took a huge blow to the stock market. Its stocks literally are down. With the number of 9 billion. Okay.
Ryan would like for you to exclude any information that we can all Google. So just cover things that Google doesn't know, if possible.
Stuff like my foot itches. Well, you can't Google that. Okay, as I was saying, so because of the movie Cuties, Netflix took a major blow to the stock market. The whole concept of canceling your actual subscription is not so much what hurt the company. It is the people pulling out of their stock investment. So because of that, because people don't want to be associated with a company that provided a huge platform of distribution for this film, what I'm telling any financially savvy risk taker, and trust me, it's not a risk taker. It's not a risk because I'll explain to you how this will be irrelevant very, very soon, possibly top of next quarter or first quarter next year. So what am I saying? Okay, so I completely understand and can appreciate the concept of not wanting to give a company money that is trying to maybe normalize pedo type stuff. That I get. However, come next quarter, or sorry, we're in third quarter. Come first quarter 2021, a lot of projects have been on hiatus. The film industry, like, they want to make money again. Okay, like, let's be honest. If the orders are lifted enough to where things can start happening, being produced again, being put out, what have you, I guarantee you have a favorite show, at least one, that is only exclusively distributed through Netflix. So you may cancel now, but what if come first quarter next year, you're like, shit, I got to subscribe again, because how else am I going to get that? Like, say you don't want to deal with the torrents to find something, or you don't want to wait until after it airs to get a torrent and possibly a virus at the same time. So you may find yourself going back to Netflix anyway. Netflix, for lack of better frame of reference, is essentially the Blockbuster of today. That's just what you go where as far as, like, there's some like, the whole format has changed. The internet has changed everything. People are, like, canceling their cable of Netflix and Hulu, YouTube. So what's hurting them is people pulling out from the stocks, is my whole point of this ramble. Because stocks are down, it is now viable for average Joe Blow Smo to buy up. If you're able to, buy up and hold it down. Because I guarantee you, it'll be back up to 1,000 very soon. And I guarantee you it will make a full recovery by first quarter 2021. When it happens, you come back and say, oh, Tracy, remember it happened. I'll be like, I know. On that note, my laser fingers are kind of hurting. I think the rubber band's kind of cutting the circulation off. Let's move this up a knuckle here. Toned attorney, that is wonderful. Yes, there has been a leak. I want to personally thank whoever was behind that, because that's really cool when people do that. Yeah, so that's there. I'm trying to figure out my course of action. I believe it is a possibility. I'm not for certain that may be a canceled thing altogether, and it may just go back to Premium Snap as what the appeal of Premium Snapchat, which essentially it's the same content except it disappears after a few seconds, right? So because someone who probably got a short-term membership decided to abuse, a clause of that, I may just do away with it for good and just only have that. So you may have limited people the option of the two platforms just back to the one. I am glad, and in retrospect, how much time. Okay, because knowing that someone could very well do this, and knowing that it would happen one day eventually, because people are people. I'm honestly a little surprised I haven't had it happen sooner. Like I said, it's just kind of comes. It's not okay, but it does come with the territory. I am glad that I was so stressed out about each photo being as perfect as I could possibly make it. It was very time consuming. I would say there was a lot more content on Snapchat because I was like, oh, it'll go and wait a couple seconds. So if I had to turn out something quickly, I was much less discerning. So there's that element to it. I'm just glad that the stuff that was leaked, I don't look absolutely horrible or something. So again, thank you for that. Thank you for continuing to promote that. Should I decide to do away with it? I'm not, like I said, I'm on the fence on that. I may just do a really, really cheap subscription price and just say F it. Those of you who appreciate what I do, throw some money down, support the cause. But I just do think that that's awful. I realize that, yes, why pay for something if you can find something maybe more explicit or graphic or whatever you're into for free. Yes, I get that. That's not what I'm offering my members of that. I explain to them what it entails, what it doesn't entail, because even though I'm now dealing with a major entire leak of content, I've never issued a single refund. Not that I'm unwilling to, but I let people know ahead of time what it entails, what they can expect, what they won't expect. I don't want people to feel like if they're looking for something that doesn't happen there, if they're looking for content that I do not make and will not make, they're not disappointed. So they know what they're getting into. They're getting themed stuff. They're getting it's really more artistic than anything else. And the people who generally tend to subscribe and support it are knowing that. So whatever. I think that's all I have to say on the matter. Right. No, there is Hulu. Well, thank you for that, Toned Attorney. I actually did bring it to OnlyFans' attention, and a lot of content creators are upset with Miss Bella Thorne, who I think, if anything, y'all should be leaking her ass. No offense. Please don't leak or attack her or give her grief. She charged quite a few people $200 for a single photo, from what I understand. And then if they paid additional money, they had access to an additional photo. I think what she did was absolutely just horrible. Like $200 for one photo, and she's already, I want to say, wasn't she the one who leaked her nudes because she was threatened that was going to happen? So she just leaked them anyway?
How many photos did she say she was going to give them?
She didn't say.
Oh.
So it's one of those, oh, well, you didn't ask, I didn't tell, but it's like very much... People like, okay, with what she did, that's a reason why people are hesitant to join altogether. I pride the fact that I like to think I have a lot more integrity, and I'm very honest about the frequency in which I post content, and I'm very straightforward about what that entails in very clear-cut detail. Now, she made huge headlines because she acquired $1 million in, what was it, like 24 hours? Do you have a lighter, by the way?
No.
So I have to get up?
You don't have to get up. I don't have a lighter.
Can you make magic appear out of thin air? What kind of alchemist are you?
I'm just trying to run this right here.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. So she acquired $1 million in record time, and she's kind of restructured the way OnlyFans works. That being said, some of the content creators for OnlyFans have been very upset because they feel that their chance to make income was hurt by her ability because they do not share the same fan base. Although I do not condone or think it is in any way okay the way I feel she completely um, swindled people, patrons, simps, whatever you want to call them. I do know this. She has had a large following. She is what you would call maybe a B list. I don't think she's quite A list, but she's definitely B list, hands down. At the very least, she's B list, coming up on A. Should she have like a really like super ridiculous leading role and just like win an Oscar, that she's A list. But for all argument's sake, she's high B list. Okay, and a lot of people just want to see that. You know, I'm not like a recognizable face off the street. She is. So I don't feel she hurt my business because those people don't know I exist. Does that make sense? So the girls that are crying about, oh my God, she took our money, I don't see it that way. Yeah, it's not quite fair because she just has an automated built-in fan base, but that is the reality of what it is today. You just got to have that clout to make that money. Otherwise, you have to be very savvy in your efforts to advertise, market, promote yourself. Anyways, on that note, guys, we're going to go to a quick commercial and I'm going to get a lighter. Can we go to commercial A or B?
Explained to Beast in a prior PK what twerking was. And we had a very clear cut understanding that twerking was butt related. Backside, ass. Okay, it was. But now when I was trying to mention it today, his viewers thought I was talking about Turkish people, which there's nothing wrong with them. They're just another culture. But unfortunately, his country is kind of got some mad beef with them. So it really came out the wrong way, you know. And I was really just talking about dancing. And, you know, they thought I was tormenting them. So my apologies for that. It was twerk with a W-E-R-K, not T-U-R-K. I apologize to Turks of everywhere, beasts and friends, twerking as well. Does this work? All right. Do we look? And it may or may not be because of my face. Does mommy look pretty?
No. I saw mommy.
We're going to bag it. We're going to bag it for a PK. Do we look cute?
No.
I don't know why they're so mean. This was like high school again. Do I look cute?
No.
I'm gonna put a bag on my face. Do I look pretty? I feel so judged.
No.
Like, I don't even get a chance to say something like stupid or like the filter?
No.
Whatever. Like they're just like, nope.
No. Do you say no?
Is that cool?
No.
Troll that is loosely used exclusively as long as we can. We're going to run into the ground. Is based from one of the wisest beauty pageant contestants I think to ever have lived. Miss Teen USA contestant. I think she won even. Whatever. But Miss South Carolina of 2007. They asked her, paraphrasing here by the way, they asked her, why is it that 1/5, that's 20% of Americans cannot locate North America on a map? That is doing is I'm looking, hi Lewis, I'm looking for that reaction that, oh my God, is she that dumb? And oh my God, is it true America does not have maps?
Balloon, honey. What? It's not a balloon, baby. I promise. Where do you keep getting these?
You're free. No, sit back down. We need to get pull-ups.
You're not writing fan mail.
I want my cavities. I want my cavities. Oh, now I have to brush my teeth. Allie, this. Ow! Alistair, this is brutal. In my family, we share our toothbrushes, and we violently brush each other's teeth. Right. Oh, I'm gonna get you. Everyone's teeth are gonna be clean.
Stop. No, stop. Let's brush teeth.
No, you already brushed my teeth, my gums, and...
Brush teeth?
Thank you. Okay, we need to brush your teeth, though. You are dismissing the trauma from toothbrushing. You, ow! Buster, I'm serious. Stop. Thank you for the roses, Kaz. Everyone give Kaz a follow. No, I'm not. I'm gonna throw this toothbrush away. Can we brush your teeth though? Ow! Damn it! Can we just? No, it's. I brush my teeth daily. You're the one who had some cavities, and he's gone through his third crown. And get this, 3 or 4 months. I don't know what the hell he's biting into, but the crown keeps falling off. He has to get a third one. Open. Let me brush you first, and then. No. Good job. No, let's get the top teeth. No, those are the problematic ones, the top ones. See how I don't terrorize you with this? Okay, enough of the toothbrush. I'm over the toothbrush. I'm over it. I broke a nail. I'm traumatized. Well, I'm not going to stop you from brushing your teeth. I am done brushing mine. No, it's not funny. It's not funny anymore. Alistair. I'm going to have to sleep with one eye open and my mouth sewn shut. Allie, I'm so over this toothbrush. Oh, I didn't throw it high enough. Allie, what's going on with the wall in your face?
I'm making pen.
You're making what?
Making the colors.
Didn't we just get out of the bath because you were covered in makeup?
What? Okay.
Shit, what you know about that glitter, son? Pink glitter mob, breakfast of pink glitter mob. Heisenberg shine. Pink glitter mob.
Lost my swag.
Swag. Ask me for swag. Pink glitter mob. Where my glitter, bitch? Gonna scream?
It's in my head.
Jack me for my glitter.
Okay, we're back. I hope you guys enjoyed some of those fun clips of the shenanigans that happen around here. Alistair would occasionally stream with me from time to time, and we had a lot of fun. And the other stuff that you saw that didn't have chat going clearly is just everyday moments. He's good. I can't believe he's going to be 5. Nikki, who's not at fault for the ill-preparedness of this show tonight, she behooved her cat Fidget with her 4 kittens in tow, which we love very much. And literally we had them since they before they even opened their eyes. And Fidget, she's kind of like a teen mom in the sense that, I feel like she's a teen mom that just really wants to get on Teen Mom. Not that there's a cat version of this show. But this is her 4th litter this year, and once she's done nursing, I think it's probably in everyone's best interest that she's fixed, perhaps. Despite her being kind of a desirable, unique cat, I feel like I just don't want anything terrible to happen to her kittens or, because there is an overpopulation just in general with strays and stuff, and she, actually most of her kittens are pretty cute, but, she does, I'm one to talk about choice in mating partners or playing house partners, but yeah, so because she just cannot not be pregnant, she was behooved to me, and she has 4 kittens, and they're all named Meow Burgundy, all of them. It's a little confusing, as you could imagine. So yeah, I don't know that we'll go live with the kitties tomorrow, but we'll definitely be putting some fun stuff on Snap. Oop, this is kind of burning me, as usual. So if you guys want to get on the Snap noise, that is TMB Official, OFFICIAL, and that's it. You can find the fun there. All right. So what now? What's going on? Decided to just have chat on one of the other phones, and I'm doing it that way. So we're doing it live. Maybe we should just go on stereo. We're gonna go on stereo? Okay. So stereo, what? Okay, so So Stereo is a new application, guys. It is like chat roulette, but audio only. I mean, I feel like that's a really good comparison.
Yeah.
All right, so you're paired up with a random individual. You also have the ability to call someone that also follows you if you follow them. And you can have a private call or you can switch it to a public call. And it's kind of like a fun way to start a, how do I describe this? Like a not non-shallow, but it's like you don't, because you don't know who you're going to be avatars. There's no video. So, I mean, and who knows that people are actually honest or realistic with their avatar? That's irrelevant. The point is you're able to have good conversations with interesting people in which you may have not otherwise been able to. And it's been kind of interesting. Initially, when I found out about it, I found an ad on Facebook. And their ad was very reminiscent of the promotional video. Can we play 2 seconds of that?
Explained to Beast in a prior PK what twerking was. And we had a very It was the shutter speed. Okay, go pee.
Live?
Yeah, so that video you just saw, it has like very like The Ring, like sci-fi or psych op vibes to it. This application, Stereo, had a video very similar advertising the app. And they were like, come on, you know you want to. Are you a good podcaster? Like, they're basically trying to recruit talent for a podcast style application. And I didn't. What? Well, I'm explaining what attracted it to me and how. Okay.
Don't mention it.
Okay, so as I was saying, yeah, so I come across an ad that like is very reminiscent of a commercial, you know, kind of advertising I'm doing for the YouTube or all of the live streaming content. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. And I applied to be a creator. They accept me. And they had, initially when they were launching, they were going to have like a $10,000 contest to kind of jump off the whole app. And it was going to be done amongst the hand-picked, cherry-picked creators. In the way to do that, they had us call in via like a Zoom situation. All right. And like I was paired up with someone randomly, and like it was basically what I described, except there was a video. We didn't know who we were going to talk to, so there was no way to prepare. It was a really funny conversation. In fact, I kind of wish I had a copy of that. Anyways, when it came time to launch, which happened late August of this year, they decided they were going to extend the $10,000 contest, which is going on every week, starting Sundays, ending Mondays. Okay, well, that's MK Ultra is psych-op, just so we know. That is psychological operations. So yes, MK Ultra would apply to that type of imagery. Thank you for noticing. So yeah, I get wrapped up in that, and I didn't know what to expect. So when it first launched, I didn't really promote it so much. Not that I wasn't like proud of it, or I didn't want to like give it attention or bring new people. I didn't really know the vibe. When a new platform, app, or whatever comes out, it's almost like a clean slate to reestablish yourself or rebrand or take things in a different direction. So not knowing what my ideas are for that would be like relevant or original, I just kind of hung around, you know, the app like for hours and hours before I really kind of found my footing there. And now it's absolutely hilarious. So since we don't really have a whole lot to talk about, I figured we would just go on there and see where the conversation takes us. In the past few live streams on whichever from you're watching now, you may have heard this in the past, and we have had some really great conversations. So let's check out the app. And I will show you guys what it looks like just in case you want to get your own. If you would like to talk to me on Stereo, since we don't have set up a way to screen calls at this time, what you can do is you can download the app, which I will show you.
Please don't just hold the phone right up to the camera. It's not gonna auto zoom to it.
Okay, well, hold on. I do have a screenshot of it,
Okay.
and it's bigger than holding up the phone to the app because I realized like that doesn't really work that well. So
Okay.
hold on. Wait, hold on. I sent it to a friend. Okay, let's see. Oh my god. Okay. So, I'm not sure how visible this is.
No. You actually have to hold it back in order for it to be in focus. Back, in parallel with your face. See, that's in focus, but too far away. No, gee, what the
Okay, it's called Stereo. If you go to stereo.com, which thank God that name was like fucking available, that's domain was available, right? Like, wow. Because that's kind of smart. If you're gonna like go big with an application, a concept, a community, you want to like across the board own the domain. So if you go to stereo.com, you can find direct links to your Android or iOS app store for iPhone users. You can download the app and you can make yourself a little avatar and you can join the conversation if you would like to too. If you happen to do that, especially during this stream today and you want to talk to me, definitely let me know in chat and I can accept your call that way. So without further ado, we're just going to... See it, can it see how it's like randomly changing the people or no?
Yes, it kind of, yeah. Yeah.
Hi, All Lives Matter. How are you? Hello? Alright, I'm going to mute myself momentarily. So what's happening is there have been also, because it just launched, there have been some bugs. It's very possible that this person is talking and I'm just not hearing it for some reason. So we'll give him a few more seconds. If we don't hear anything, we're going to swipe on to the next. Alright, we'll just swipe. Okay, see, and it just kind of just... How are you? I don't want to butcher your name, so will you tell me how you pronounce it properly, and I'll try to remember?
It's Makai.
Makai, that's what I was thinking. Makai, but I didn't want to offend. Okay, so Makai. Hi, Makai. Where are you from? All right, so sometimes it will just swipe on to the next, acts like just randomly glitchy, and then sometimes they just don't like talking to you when you do that. So should you join this app? Hi, Liam. How are you?
I like chicken. Do you like chicken?
I love chicken. How do you feel about KFC now? No, chicken's lit.
It's so good sometimes.
I think it's good all the time, actually. So KFC is now using what is it? It's like it's not even chicken. It's like clone chicken. Have you heard of this?
Yeah, I like the way just chicken hit my throat. It gives me just a good feeling inside.
No,
It's like a bubbly.
no, absolutely. I like I pretty much like all chicken. Chicken's great.
Bubbly delights.
Yeah.
I just
No, I'm definitely happy to talk about chicken.
Like the pieces of chicken and you just take the strips and you strip it one by one and you just enjoy the little tenderness of the chicken.
Exactly.
Bits and
I feel
crackers.
like if life has any for certain meaning, it's chicken.
Includes paid sponsorship.
Chicken as a whole can change your life. Do not misjudge the chicken.
So
If you're not really loving and caressing that chicken is not going to love you back when it hits your throat.
are you talking about the
Digest
process of
your digestive
basting the
system.
chicken?
All of it as a whole.
Okay.
You just got to take that chicken by itself. You got to do all the work. You got to cook that chicken. You got to baste that chicken up. And you also got to make sure that chicken is nice and firm when you eat it.
Well, I like it a little juicy and thick. You know, I'm not too particular. I don't mind if my chicken's a little thick. Do you have any special chicken recipes you'd love to share with us?
Sometimes you do got to make sure that chicken is nice and tender. Got to soften massage on the belly or on the back.
Oh.
And just groove your way inside of that chicken. You feel me?
I like it when the chicken grooves its way inside of me, but I may be speaking for myself. We have a comment. Let's play that.
Liam, you're over here talking about chicken again?
Kristen boy,
Chicken is a wonderful thing.
I feel like chicken is like a way. Would you say it's a religion? Could you have a chicken god? Yeah.
I would like take that chicken and I would like love on that chicken. Everybody love chicken. People think just blacks love chicken. No, whites love chicken. Chinese love chicken. Ain't anybody love chicken. It's not a race thing.
No, I don't think so either. That was like the furthest thing from my mind. I am definitely all white meat, if you will, and I love chicken. That's probably my favorite type of meat, to be honest. I'm not really huge on beef per se, and when I am, I like it really rare. Like just slap that cow on the ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah. But like, yeah, sometimes you gotta get some beef in your life, but like, there's a lot to digest. So
It is.
that's why chicken is more versatile.
You know, it really is, to be honest. It really is. Now, are you a particular, like, dark meat, light meat person? Do you, like, eat the tendons? Like, I kind of, like, some people, if they see the chicken, the parts of the chicken I eat and leave behind, they may say, like, I'm, like, kind of wasteful. I just tend to like, the more thighs and breasts, if you will, like the white chicken. But the dark meat has a nice flavor to it. Like, definitely when you combine the two in certain dishes, like that is really bomb.
I just have to take the chicken by its neck and just make sure it's no I'm boss. Make sure it's no I'm the boss before I finish cooking it.
Have you decided to raise your own chicken? Oh, lemon pepper chicken is
I don't
bomb.
think I will ever. Yeah. I don't think I'll ever raise a chicken by myself or just own.
Well, it may be cost efficient with how much you love chicken. All right, we got another comment. Check that out. Oh, send that again, hun. I'm sorry.
Hey, what's up, Liam? Please talking to me, bro. Remember we were talking about all the water bottles? Remember to take my meat to your voice? Remember that?
Oh, my man, real gay. He wanted to like me to slap on that knob like he was crying on the cob. I said, bro, all right, but like I'm gonna close my eyes and pretend you're a woman.
What?
That's okay. So, Brenton, I would possibly like to include you. I'm going to have the Phone Sex Operator Awards for Stereo eventually here. And some of my nominees, unfortunately, have been permanently banned. As you know, this is the internet, and people are just going to be people. So there are a lot of phone sexes up in here. And Brenton technically seems like he might fit the bill. So, Brenton, if you have any audio clips you want to send my way, you could potentially, get the award. The award is actually just the novelty of knowing you are the phone sex operator awarded by me. Other than that, clout. We got some more messages.
I was just saying, you did that whole monologue on chicken, and all you got was an oof. The millennial generation versatile word oof.
All right.
Do you follow me back, buddy, so we can talk again? Cause I like you, bro. I like your voice. Beat my meat to that voice. You know what I'm saying?
Liam, so you're clearly comfortable with your sexuality. Not that what you define yourself as is important at all. So Brenton is really kind of about it. How does that make you feel?
What did he want to be his?
Well, no, that part. Okay, so he's wanting to talk to you. Are you concerned that every time you guys have a discussion on here, it's going to become very oral, like instantly? Can you guys talk about other things?
Oh, no. I'm not concerned. Like, if he hold himself in like a decent way, I'm not concerned in the slightest.
Okay.
But if he do like just keep grasping the conversation and like us, I will be concerned. All you gotta know.
Well, because he could also just mute himself and maybe be like low key about what he's doing. Because who knows what I'm doing? Who knows? Well, I'm pretty sure you're basting a chicken right now.
I'm not scared of that because I'm on like a whole bunch of media. Like if people beat their meats to my voice or like whatever, they probably did it already. So I'm not even that concerned.
Well,
I probably did that shit when I like go live on like other platforms.
you want to talk about those other platforms? Where can we find you, Liam?
You can also find me on TikTok. You can find me live streaming on like other based platforms. Like I don't want to mention my name, but just know it's like live stream platforms.
Well, okay. I understand. Like, if you may have an exclusive contract and you don't want to like, or whatever. Do you want to like plug like where you're at, or I'm sorry, do you want to plug like the handle? Do you always use Liam? Do you have another alias?
Oh yeah. I always use Lean. I always use Lean or Lean. Yeah, Lean. Basically Lean or it's Lean or Lean on juice.
Liam on juice. Now, can you tell me what's up with the Liam? Like, what does that mean to you?
Oh, Liam is just a nickname.
How did you acquire this nickname?
School.
Okay. Do you want to tell me the story behind that or not?
The story behind it is people was bad at pronunciation. So they was like, oh, I'm just calling you Lean. I was like, okay, I just accept being called Lean because you butcher my name so hard. It's high.
I love it.
I accept Lean.
So okay, so
But
for
nowadays, I wouldn't get offended on people butchering my name. Because I'll just be like, I understand.
now I do appreciate your sentiment and you're not getting too bent on that. Do you want to, for the record, like mention like how your name's actually pronounced, or do you just like claim Liam? Like,
Oh yeah. Then I just claim Lean mostly.
that's what's up. So when I come across people, especially like on this app, for example, or like because I'm a live streamer too, if I see something I don't know how to pronounce, I actually ask them first. I ask.
Do you mind sharing where you live stream? Maybe we both live stream on the same platform.
It is very possible. You could find me Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. I use something called Restream, and it multicasts me to multiple platforms. Are you up on that game?
Oh no! I never knew about Restream.
Yo, bro, you real talk. You should connect with me on my socials. I followed you, by the way. If you click on my profile, find my Insta, Twitter, whatever. Yeah. I can put you up on that noise. Let's play this message.
Yeah. What about like lame? I think lame is good. Instead of lean, it should be lame.
Brenton, are you mad that he is not trying to have phone sex right now? He's worried about chicken. You trying to choke a chicken. Y'all in two different fucking worlds. How do you feel about that, Liam?
Hey, I just handle it and I go with the flow because like I'm used to like certain energies coming my way and I'm just used to handling it in like a specific manner.
That's what's up.
It don't bother me per se. I feel like he's not even being serious per se. Nah, we all good. But I like lame better than lean.
Okay, so clearly I feel like he is like a top and he wants a bottom. That's what I'm hearing, but I could be wrong.
Oh no, I don't want to be his bottom.
Oh, I know. You definitely sound like a top. Like you, like I'm not gonna be no bottom bitch. But you know, there is something called a power bottom. I don't know if you're familiar with this whole power bottom concept.
No, I never heard of it.
Yeah, so
I just stay tuned with the LGBTQ community and I try to like tune in and like know like their terms and terminology. But like I'm not that in tune, if that makes sense.
No, I feel you on that. Yeah, no, and there's nothing wrong with that. You could be supportive of a group of individuals without knowing all the interworkings of new concepts or subsidiaries of identities or what have you. You know, we got hella messages. Let's play this.
I'm pretty sure he is. He's salty as fuck. Salty fucking chicken.
Like the power bottom can rock me.
Hey. Yeah, Liam,
Interesting.
he's not necessarily worried about all that right now. Okay, so you seem like a very well-adjusted individual.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from PA, but like I'm in like Las Vegas now, so I'm like really far away from home. But it's cool here. It's cool here. It's a nearby, and I didn't really get a chance to really experience Vegas. So that's too much Kombat and Kombat.
Right.
Like,
So what is COVID Vegas like?
a desert.
It's always kind of a desert though. How's the chicken over there?
The chicks, I don't know. I kind of stay away from it because people
No, not the chicken heads. The chicken, the cuisine. Is it up to your standards? Do they cook the chicken in the VG like they do in the PA?
Yeah, I go to Gordon Ramsay. They got some good fine dining chicken over there.
The bass is fucking raw.
Yes. Gordon Ramsay actually give you some good experience. So wait, you said I could catch you on Twitch, so you play games?
I do need to kind of figure out my situation as far as that goes, like console-wise and stuff, but the only game I play is Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat, okay.
Yeah.
It's like I thought about Twitch because I have a gaming computer, but like I just wanted to be someone on Twitch because I never played games for like a long enough duration. Because to be on Twitch as like a quote-unquote gamer,
Right.
I saw how much work you gotta put into it.
Can you just be a Twitch thought?
You gotta broadcast for like 4 hours a day.
Right. So,
Like,
I mean, there's a lot of Twitch thoughts with. I apologize if I'm offending any listening potentially. Some of them don't even really play, or they just literally change the skins or the outfit of their character the whole time. I know for a fact I'm not good at a lot of types of games. I don't do first-person shooter well. I don't like Fortnite. I can't do that shit. But I am a button smasher that can memorize a few combos and really utilize certain characters. Like I love Frost. I get down as fuck with Frost, which is Sub-Zero's daughter. She was newly introduced in the 11 edition, and they just
wait, is it?
Yeah, Sub-Zero.
Can you elaborate a little bit?
Oh yeah, okay. So Sub-Zero is a very I want to say his character goes way back to like. I feel like he's an original character, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Yeah, so
I saw some of the Mortal Kombat movies.
Yeah.
I just never knew he had a daughter.
Well, his daughter did not exist until this 11 version. Was it 10 that was trash? Okay, so Mortal Kombat 10 was so bad, it like almost destroyed the franchise. Now that was a game. Yeah. It was just unacceptably bad. I'm not going to say I played every version of the game, but I did play some of the earlier ones as a kid, and when I heard 11 was launching, unbeknownst to me, the bullshit with 9 or 10, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna jump on this because I like my whole life, like I'm not a gamer, you know, and I get with some things that I'm really really bad at, I just kind of give up. Like I think we lost him.
Oh yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
No, I'm back.
No, it's okay.
I click on your YouTube.
Oh.
and it like redirected me. Oh, fuck, I can't even.
Oh yeah.
I was looking for your IG. Just to, like,
Oh no, it's all my name if that's easier. TracyMariebRie.
I'm just have to like. Let me see if I can.
Yeah.
Can I tune? Yeah, I could. Oh yeah, I could tune out and just add you like this. And it don't.
Yeah, no, jump on that restream noise. But I'm saying like if you are, because I think you're very entertaining. Like I've had quite a few conversations on here, and you're just like, you came at me with this whole chicken thing. I'm like, this is hilarious. I can roll with this. That could like literally be your thing. Like just like chicken lean. Oh my god, chicken lean. Like that. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, you know, so like you don't have to be a gamer to be a successful streamer. It is an element that helps because there's a lot of built-in audience there. But like I said, with me, for example, I feel like I'm an entertainer and streamer way before I'm ever any kind of gamer. And when I did have console or a PC to play on, I only played the one game I was like, okay at, you know? And I think when I would win or lose was way more entertaining than my gameplay because I would make a big deal when I won. And if I lost, I had every excuse on the book. There was like a bingo game card of excuses that I would call when, you know, shit didn't go my way.
I totally get it.
Yeah.
I searched up your name, it didn't pop up. You said like the name on here, right?
Yeah. No, hold on. I'm sorry. So my actual spelled out name is too many letters, and the initials was 2 short letters. So do you want to give me yours, and I'll find you on Insta myself?
Yeah.
Okay, how do I...
It's in my bio.
Okay, let's click on it. Okay, Limo Juice. All right.
And I just put DMs just in case like people want to DM me their schedule. I'd be like,
oh, okay.
DM me on IG and get my snap and DM me the schedule because IG I don't check DMs.
Okay, I feel you.
Weird DMs.
I understand
And
entirely.
Somebody want to know what I look like. Don't look at my IG because it's not recent no more.
Okay.
Like here, I do a bunch of other things, and I feel like I send you a recent pic from Snap.
That's fine. That's fine. That's okay. I think the content you provide, only knowing your avatar, and I think you're the only limo juice on this bitch, so I added you, by the way.
Yeah.
I think the content is like, you're so fucking funny. It really doesn't matter what you look like, and I think you're probably not terrible looking, so I wouldn't front or worry like about those details. And it's good to have a versatile look. It really is, especially when you're doing comedy type stuff.
I'll show you what I look like.
All right, show me what you're working with.
What I look like lately. I kind of look like a comedian.
Oh shit.
Okay.
The first thing, because I tried to make a funny face. Like, I wasn't really being serious with it. Then the second is just a random snap from recent.
Okay, did you hit me up? Where'd you hit me up on? Because I'm trying to see my messages.
Oh, IG.
IG, okay.
DM.
IG, DM. Let's see what's good. Oh, wait, hold on.
Tell me when you see it.
Okay, I don't know if it's taking its sweet ass time or what.
Oh, it might be. Maybe it's like a cellular.
Whoops. All right, I didn't mean to switch off him. Yo, I'm sorry, Liam, if you watching. Okay. Kind of pulled him different directions, guys. Okay, I had someone who was trying to call me. It didn't go through. I'm super neglecting chat. TTS is on. What up, Preston boy? How you doing?
Yo. Oh my gosh. Well, I can't sleep, and I saw this shit advertised on Instagram, so here I am.
Holla. Okay, full disclosure, I am live on my YouTube and Twitch. If you do not want to continue this conversation, I completely understand. I'm going to give you a follow either way.
Well, I give you full consent.
Thank you. So you literally just found this on Insta?
Yeah.
And you're familiar with Chicken Leem?
Chicken lean, yeah. We were talking a little earlier.
Did he just come at you immediately with this whole, like, chicken monologue, as you said?
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that. I love chicken just like the next person, but I was not ready for that, and I actually think it's hilarious, and that could just, like, be his, like, comedy thing. Like, I thought he was joking, but I don't know. He might be serious.
Of different,
Like, at first I wasn't sure if it
types
was...
of nuggets that he would be able to buy once he hits the top of the leaderboard.
I almost thought... That's funny. I almost thought it was, like, gonna go towards, like, an innuendo situation. Like, I was kind of waiting for it. I was even, like, trying to, like, bait... Like, I just didn't know where it was gonna go. But then I realized he literally just loves chicken. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck yeah. You go, dude.
You're not... Like, you... Come on. Make it funny. No, he has a passion for chicken. And I'm all for it. If you're listening, Liam, if that's our one listener.
So...
At least my one listener.
Yeah, no, it's all good. So the app just jumped off, like, into the month of August. It's fairly new. I don't know how are you enjoying your experience with Stereo so far? How long have you been on the app exactly? Like, I know it was tonight, but like hour, 2 hours?
I've been on it since 11, so 12, 1, it's almost 2, so almost 3 hours.
Have you had any meaningful conversations yet?
I had one. I was talking to someone in Iran.
Really?
And I think we talked for like 30 minutes. That was nice. And I was trying to bait him a little bit to talk about politics, but he was like, maybe we shouldn't talk about that.
That was probably wise on his choice. I get the feeling you're a little bit of a troll, which is okay. I'm going to take that laugh as a yes.
Just a little bit.
That's fine. So, you know what's interesting? So I had a discussion with someone who had migrated from Iran to New York, and you know what? it was like the sweetest conversation. He came to New York with welcoming arms. He's, gotten on his feet, and he loves it. And like, I didn't really consider before talking to him, like how much about America that, people born here can totally take for granted. Like it was so like it was just super sweet. And I asked him, assuming, there's a lot of racism issues. I feel like our governments just all lie to each other worldwide, like to simplify that bullshit. And like, no, luckily he hadn't experienced anything horrific, and he made a better life for himself. I'm like, you're straight up the American dream, dude. And it was just really cool, There was a platform called Bigo. It's still around. I got banned. It's some bullshit stuff. But anyways, you'd get matched up with people like this, but it would be video, right? And I would literally have a map shirt, there'd be maps everywhere, and me and the audience were in on it, of course. We would pretend America had no maps, or we'd say, no, there's 5. Trump has most of them, and there's an old one by the Liberty Bell. And I would kind of play like the whole dumb blonde pageant kind of role, and I would have people going. If there was a language barrier, I would use Google Translate. And at the end of the little contest thing, I would say, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm trolling. This is a joke. Can you please tell us a day in the life where you're actually from? And if they weren't like offended or whatever, because I would like play like dumb, not more like dumb, naive than like cultural offense. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. And it was really fun. Yeah. That app was so huge. I was able to run that troll into the ground. It was really great.
I was just, like, I was more trying to be, like, gain, like, a sociological perspective, from his angle.
Well, I feel like an asshole now.
I mean, okay, so I was trying to troll him a little bit, but I also just wanted to know, like, how he feels about America and, like, what he thinks about America and our politics. And I wanted to know about his politics and how he felt living in Iran and like how his experience has been. And then like the conversation kind of got like a little dry, so I did that pick a topic thing.
Okay.
I did the food thing, and it was like pancakes or waffles, and he's like we don't eat either of those.
Okay, so that's kind of cool that you were just interested in like, okay, basically infrastructure of politics, and then the average person, their take on it. Like I feel like, and sorry if I cut you off, I didn't mean to do that. Like here in America, for example, like we have more or less a lot of freedom. I think some of it is kind of like imagined, but it very much compared to a lot of other countries, we are pretty fucking free. But I feel that people, for many reasons, are not empowered to think objectively and to ask questions and to make mistakes. We're basically trained to pass tests in schools, to put it in the simplest way. And so I feel like people are easily, like the whole sheeple concept, I feel like it's very easy to sensationalize certain situations to use as a platform on either political side of the spectrum, and use that to kind of manipulate.
I totally agree.
Interesting.
The way I viewed it growing up, at least I grew up in Hawaii, and
really
seeing mass amount, and I'm white, I don't know if you can tell by my picture, just like growing up white in Hawaii, and being in, people are like, wow, that must have been amazing, it's so beautiful, but no, that show is terrible. I was one of the few white people in my school, and I got the shit beat out of me every day. They're like, get off my island, like get out of here, stop colonizing her.
Now that's an interesting concept, because some people think that there's not. I will completely acknowledge that there is a privilege, absolutely. But in certain regions, if you're singled out, you can definitely have experiences that are marginalized due to these specific details you're giving. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. How long were you in Hawaii?
So I grew up half of my life on the East Coast. We moved when I was 10, and then from 10 to 21, I was in Hawaii.
Oh, wow. So, question. Well, I'll start with a opinion, and then I will give you a question. There's no right or wrong answer. I feel that racism is something that is taught and traditionally passed. I'm not saying, when I say traditionally, I'm not saying this is okay. I'm saying it is just something that can be passed down generationally that is not always questioned. And so, like, I mean, I can relate in some ways to what you discussed where I grew up. But for me, I didn't feel like, okay, I don't like certain individual groups because I dealt with this type of ostracization as a child. I just look at it like, okay, those kids were told BS by their parents and is what it is. But, you know, at the same time, other individuals within that same group were great to me. So, you know, and I just moved to LA when I got older, and I'm like, oh, I fit in here. Like, my weirdness is okay, you know? So, how has that affected you? You know what I mean? Like, I understand, like, having bad experiences. Well, I don't know. Like, okay, like, I don't like my hometown. I don't like the area I grew up in, but I don't, like, despise people. I just associate it with bad memories, but it's not so much, like, towards a group. It's just collectively, I just feel like that's not where I belong. You know?
Well, yeah, I understand. So for me, I do agree that it's like generationally passed down. It's not like inherent. It's learned. It's a learned behavior. That's passed down. And for me, at the time, you know, I was definitely unaware of. I don't know how to word this. Like racial inequality, and I was just not. I wasn't aware of like other like social issues. I was 10. You know, like I was a teenager.
Right. So it's like you can't expect all this like worldview. You can only expect so much out of a 10-year-old. You know, your perception and your experience. Yeah. I'm sorry. Go on.
I was gonna say, as I got older, like you know, I started to educate myself, and eventually I left. I joined the military.
Really?
Don't tell anyone. Just kidding. I don't know how many people are listening to you right now, but I joined the military to get off of the island. I couldn't afford. I was working 3 jobs. I couldn't afford to get off the island. I couldn't move. Like, I just wanted to leave.
Which branch?
Because I was in the Air Force.
Okay, how was that?
Terrible.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, it doesn't work when you question authority.
I would say so because I think the whole process of being a soldier or person in the forces does require breaking down one's character or whatever, just to kind of like, I don't know, like robotize you or make you. That's probably not even the right explanation of it. So there's a lot of stories about like sexual abuse and stuff, and I'm not asking you to go there, but I do think that there's definitely, at the very least, a lot of like sexism to this day. And it doesn't matter which branch. Like, I feel like there's the boys club, there's the girls club, and I don't know. I feel like as far as women have come this day and age, I feel like there's still like so much.
It still doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be, even if a woman is in the military and she's running a faster mile, doing more push-ups, doing more sit-ups, doing whatever, like shooting a gun better, like the men are still gonna, at that point they feel emasculated, and
Right.
then they're still gonna be assholes. Like, it doesn't matter what you do. You could, they're gonna be sexist either way. Like, it wasn't a good time.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And it didn't, just like, it just, when you don't, like authority, then it doesn't really work.
I I couldn't have said it better myself. I also have no business saying it because I have not served in the services. So,
but I'm glad to be out. What I was gonna say is like I've come a long way in like learning about the world, and my worldview has changed a lot since, well, especially being in the military. But I don't hold it against the people that were a bunch of assholes to me in Hawaii. Like, because I understand, like, it goes back further than, just them. They themselves might not understand why they're picking on me, but,
right.
It just goes all the way back to Captain Cook, like, ruining the Hawaiian Islands. And, like, I feel that, I understand that.
I don't know the actual true story of that. I don't know if you want to enlighten me, or we have the Peter Pan version. I feel like there's not. Yeah, the Cliff Note version.
Captain Cook came. He brought what are the Bible thumpers called? Not
Puritans.
Missionaries.
Okay.
Yeah. Were you gonna say mercenaries?
No, I said Puritans.
Oh.
Wrong territory.
All right. Yeah. He brought missionaries, and basically, he also brought building supplies, and they'd never seen these things before. And the king traded a lot of land for, essentially buckets of nails and things that were making their lives easier.
Right.
But he also brought disease. Captain Cook and the missionaries brought disease.
Now
essentially he stole a bunch of land from them. Tricked them into giving away a bunch of land, and then the rest of it got stolen from the United States when the federal government basically took over the last monarchy, killed the last monarchy.
So it's very reminiscent of what happened with the American, the Native Americans. Well, of course, Hawaii is part of American territory, but within the states that are all connected. As far when you're saying disease, are you referring to raping and pillaging, which pirates have a tendency to do?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's completely. Now that being said, it is completely understandable. Not saying or condoning that it's right, in which passed through generations, ingenuous natives may have a certain type of bad taste in their mouth in regards to another group of people due to what happened to them historically. So I praise you for being the bigger person and seeing that when you were a child, the experiences you went through, you were all children, and you were taught different things, and you were able to grow up, see the world in a world view, and become a better person in some ways because of it. I wish you didn't have to endure that to come to where you are now. But I don't want to even say that's how the cookie crumbles, because that feels fucking super dismissive.
Yeah, that's how the cookie crumbles.
I hate that, right? You're like, well, fuck. Well, can I have the crumbs? No, you cannot have the crumbs. You can't.
Not even. Yeah, not even a crumb.
So, question: are you familiar with the whole cancel Netflix thing that's going on these days?
Oh my gosh, I think I was just reading something about it. Wait, is it related to that new movie called Cuties?
Yes.
Okay, so I watched the commercial for it, and it was okay, what in the actual fuck?
Right. So we're on the same page there. I don't want to give them additional views or money, because but what's working again? Okay, here's the thing. So, in my opinion, when you give negative attention to something, it's still attention. It's currently number 8. It's the number 8 film in the world currently. Box office, download, view, whatever. It's because of all this press it's getting. I don't condone it, but I feel the people canceling their Netflix subscriptions come like January or more like March when it's pilot season of next year, 2021, I feel like there's certain shows that are exclusive to Netflix that people are going to say F and they're going to renew. They lost their money because people pulled out from stocks. It wasn't the canceling of the subscriptions; it was the actual stockholders. So I look at it like, if you're a stock person, buy up stock now. And I'm not saying support Netflix as an entirety of a company. It's just do something about the film. Do something about that content being a normalized, okay thing to do. The director auditioned 700 children for the lead role.
That's just, oh my
And I feel I can. This is just a feeling. It's not a fact. I cannot prove this. This is just my take on it. What's also interesting is that it's pretty hard to land a lead as your first project. Most people do a bunch of dumb shit before they become famous. Like, it seems like they come out of nowhere, but in reality, they had to do a bunch of little parts leading up to that big debut. So I feel like he literally just wanted to watch 700 girls gyrate.
Oh my god.
And he was at the...
This is like some like Pizzagate fucking Epstein level bullshit.
Yes.
It's so disgusting.
Yep.
Oh my god.
And I feel...
Why?
Well, here's my... Okay, now we're dancing along conspiracy lines, but it's been proven as the CIA and the FBI... they disclose documentation daily. Some of it is amazingly non-redacted. Some of these conspiracies later on have proven to be somewhat true, partially true, or what have you. I feel that Pizzagate was real, just the parameters were slightly different than we realize. And because Epstein's under fire, and also, how the fuck is Ghislaine Maxwell still alive? I feel like they're trying to normalize this whole thing because it's going to come to light. And I do see, I'm looking at my crystal ball right now, I'm looking at my tarot cards, I do see a similar fate for Miss Ghislaine as her buddy Epstein. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. Doing the little dance with a sheet. In
Right.
The jail cell.
Yep. Shit's crazy.
Really. I don't understand people.
Me neither. Well, and what's even crazier is that they're trying to make it an orientation, and I cannot. Well, I guess you could definitely say I'm like definitely bi, definitely yeah. Okay, so but as someone who's okay, aside from that fact, I don't feel.
Why are we talking about sexuality?
Good point. I don't think that it's okay to group predators and criminals with people who have whatever choices in their bedroom. I feel like attaching, because there's already a lot of people like assuming people of the LGBTQ community, they're thinking they're predators. Oh, you can't use this bathroom, blah blah blah. No, when in fact, like what does a child weirdo look like? You can't pinpoint it. They could be everyday people that don't seem to be the case. And the fact that they're trying to make this an orientation and normalize it potentially by making this movie blow up, I feel like it's very carefully orchestrated, and I do not condone or support it, and I will not accept that ever as an orientation. That's just me.
They're actually, wait, that's the premise of the movie? They're trying to...
No. I can tell the premise... No, I feel like, okay, let me give you an example. So do you remember, like, 2 years ago, this woman who was the director of Planned Parenthood? A woman who was the director of Planned Parenthood, like, started this whole thing. Mind you, she had 2 abortions herself. She changed the abortion availability to a lot of the states. Now, I'm not saying people should have abortions or shouldn't have abortions, but there are definitely irrefutable instances in which it's not okay. I don't think it's okay to force someone to birth a rape baby or an incest baby. I don't think it's, I believe there's a lot of circumstances in which the choice needs to be there, at the very least. So a woman, I can't think of her fucking name, she basically perpetuated a propaganda campaign which shut down safe access in a lot of states. I feel a similar plan is going on with this whole Cuties movie in correlation to making this pedo shit a sexual orientation. The premise of the film is a young girl who moves to France, becomes obsessed with the dance troupe, and joins it. Happy ending, blah, 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 blah. But the point is, what they're doing is like, and I'm not going to act like I didn't dance inappropriately or try to be sexy when I was too young to do it. I definitely did. But it wasn't like plastered everywhere for, in harm's way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, it was, for me, it was like the 8th grade school dance.
Oh God, hell yeah. That's, oh my God. Yeah, that's the truth.
People around us, so no one would see us during
Right.
dancing. Like, not on TikTok, where millions and millions of people are watching these videos of these fucking 8-year-olds.
Yeah, that's not okay. That's not okay. That's not okay at all.
I have a 6, and if I ever see her on TikTok,
Okay, speaking of TikTok, and I'm not like, I remember when it first came out, I made one video. This was way before it blew up, and I'm like, okay, I'm bored of this app, whatever. Now it's like, I kind of regret it because I'm like, okay, I could have used that to capitalize on my streaming stuff, but whatever, it's too late. It's just little kids, and I'm over it. It's too saturated, whatever. There's,
well, it's not just little kids. There's lesbian TikTok.
no, I'm not knocking TikTok. I don't like what it's become. And maybe it's like, maybe it's like I didn't stick with it, and maybe it could have benefited me. Maybe like in a subconscious way, I'm like hating on it because I dismissed an opportunity. Who knows? But aside from that, there was a very viral concept of this dude. I don't know his name, but it was a weird video where he's looking down. I don't know if it was his niece's shirt, and then he looks down her pants, and she looks down his. She's clearly a child. I want to say between 6 and 8, and he is clearly an adult. Are you familiar with this clip?
No.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And to my knowledge, he's not banned. Yeah, like, okay, you know how little kids may be curious and look at each other like the same age? I'm not saying that's okay, but at least when you're in the same age, it's not sexual. You're just curious. So, no, this is a full-grown man who's literally pulling down a girl's shirt and laughing at her. Like, haha, you don't have boobs, although there's no audio to my knowledge. And then he pulls down her pants and laughing, ha, and then she pulls down his. Now, it's possible it was staged and she didn't look down, but the point is the concept of it. The concept of that. And
what are they thinking?
yeah, thank you. And the thing is, like, she wouldn't have even, and this could have been completely staged, right? Let's look at both possibilities here. But the thing is, it starts with him looking at her. You know what I mean? My point is, the sexualization of little kids. It's not a natural thing. It's something that is like implemented in their head because it is done to them under predatory conditions.
Yeah.
Like little kids just like going, haha, you have this, you have that, like within the same age group. That's not sexual. That's just curiosity. But you know what I mean? I don't know. That's so gross. And these people have platforms and they're able to, I hate the smacks on the hand and the coming back from it. And I don't even know how to fix the problem, but I just know that having a movie trying to normalize that is not the answer. And if I have a boy, if I swear to God, if anything happened to him, I will fucking kill. I will murder. I will not hesitate. I will not even for 2 seconds. And I've been having, okay.
She's starting to dance, and I'm like, oh, don't stop, don't do that.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. And, I hate when people say, like, okay, like, yeah, I have a son, or I'm not worried about my son, or they're more worried about girls because they don't want him to get pregnant. Well, hello, the sons get the girls pregnant. I think it's important. It's uncomfortable, but to talk to them very, very young and say, okay, that's your area, and just explain to them that, yeah, well, yeah, exactly. And that secrets are not, okay, and that if anyone tells you to keep a secret, F that noise, and I always tell him, like, hey, mommy's bigger and badder than anyone. I don't care how tall they are. When he's scared of monsters, we just, like, karate chop them, and we kick ass. Like, I eat monsters for breakfast. So I do my best so he knows no matter how much he's threatened or manipulated, that should that ever occur, that hopefully he's able to tell me. Because you know what? The thing with these predators with the grooming is they make it look like a game. they don't even know necessarily that it's bad. It may, you know what I mean? So like it's really uncomfortable, but like I think that discussion early is so important because it's never a stranger with a van and candy. It's someone you know.
Yeah.
And you can't rely on the schools. Ugh.
No, or fucking parents sometimes.
Oh, I know.
It's
So how is Zoom school with your daughter? Is she in first grade or kinder?
she's in first grade now, and it's fucking terrible because I'm in school too. I'm like going to nursing school, and that shit sucks. It's just like they give us a computer that just never, it doesn't work. Just the quality of all the school's devices, electronic devices, are just terrible.
So, okay, I'm not because okay, so what his name's Alistair and his stuff is we're able to do it through an iPad, but it was are these refurbished laptops or
Oh, yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
so
they're
what a pain. Okay, see that's not reliable. And so what? Every parent has to be like a computer like programmer too?
Well, I mean, I'm really good with computers, but it's more like the processor's just too slow.
Right,
Like,
okay.
literally.
Yeah.
And like, you know, they're trying to do these Zoom calls with a bunch of 5 and 6-year-olds for 4 hours a day.
Yeah,
And
that's
like,
hilarious.
What about like from like 8 to noon?
Yeah.
Like, what
As if kids in
they're
that
all supposed to work.
as if kids in that age group don't know about YouTube and the ability to scroll. You know what I mean? Like, there's a channel available for sale in my area. It's cable access. I seriously want to come up with money and buy it and just have TV classes for everybody and then comedy at night or something. I don't know how that could ever happen. But, like, why isn't it just a TV channel? That is way more accessible and consistent than this bullshit, like, refurbished laptop shit you're telling me.
Yeah. Are you in California?
Yes, I am.
I am too.
Oh, awesome. Whereabouts?
Yeah. I live in Oakland.
Oh, shit, girl. We neighbors. Salas. Salas.
That's north?
No, that's a little south, Salinas.
Oh.
I know. I feel the same. I'll probably be moving back to LA after the pandemic's like done with this noise. But yeah, my town is currently viral for yeah, right. Who knows? But the 2 little girls outside of Taco Bell trying to get Wi-Fi. That and Steinbeck and lettuce. You're welcome. That's what we've contributed to the world.
Oh my god. Like, it's just so fucking sad. Like, I mean, okay, what is the deal with kids in COVID? Because I don't know any children that have gotten COVID.
So, yeah, right. It's
for children to be going back to school.
so yeah. Hold on, I have someone trying to ruin this conversation, and if we get disconnected, I apologize ahead of time if we get disconnected or interrupted. Anywho, so it's
What's happening?
Someone's blowing me up on this second line I have, just trying to interrupt and be annoying as their children, not really a children, but mentally. So yeah, I feel like it's unrealistic to expect certain age groups to wear masks. All right, let's take this call. Yo, thank you for calling and interrupting. Actually, guys, you know what? It's getting late. We've had a night, so we're going to call it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care.
It was the shutter speed. Okay, go pee. I had a fucking horrible day. Like, it honestly don't do anything. Probably the hardest parts of streaming is so hard to like put on a face and entertain people when shit sucks. It was the shutter speed. Okay, go pee.